Okay, continuing on. I did a little bit of extra shaping just to get this looking the way I wanted to before I proceed. I'm relatively pleased with the shape. I think it'll work out pretty well. Let me go ahead and jump over to another bit of ear imagery so that you can see what I'm going off of here. Well, I mean, this is, you know, it's the usual bit. It's the bridge here and the wrap through here and all of this sort of stuff. I'm trying to get some of that equivocated in this image here and trying to get a feel for what the next step is, because I obviously can't just leave it flat like that. Sure, I can pull a few verts here and there, but that's still not enough geometry. I need more geometry. This needs to go inwards further. And this part needs to stick out, because that's going to be the part that, you know, sort of jumps out there. So the way I figure it, if I grab the following geometry and start extruding or insetting, then that'll be that should start to give me the sort of geometry that I need to proceed. Okay, let me also scale that down a little bit. Let me pull it back out some, because I think I pushed it in a little too far. Alright, let me go ahead and grab this and pull this area up and forward, because again, this is sort of supposed to just recede into the back of the ear, not just cut off entirely. So let's pull that up, let's pull that over, and let's bring this area up as well. And again, this is all quad geometry for the moment, so, and I want to keep it that way. Obviously, if I absolutely have to, then I'll, you know, throw an end gun in there, but I'll get rid of it promptly afterwards. So keep that in mind. I'm going to pull that area out, and I'm going to grab this additional edge and pull it out as well. It's getting a little bit crazy in a couple of parts, so let me go ahead and grab this, pull this down, pull it forward, push that in. That's working okay. That part feels a little too pinched. Again, ultimately, the mesh smooth will be the great decider in what needs to be pushed forward and what needs to be receded. But for now, I'm just going off of my gut. And let me go ahead and grab this edge, pull it down, push it back. And I will be the first to admit, this is not my first round of messing with the ear. I definitely did a practice run before committing to this, because I wanted to have a definite feel for it before you know, just diving into the whole thing. And I'm actually doing a whole bunch of different options from what I did before, and that might work, that might not work. Okay, and in retrospect, I should have added this as well, because I want this part of the ear to recede into the other ear, sort of like what we've got here, but maybe even a bit more. So let's go ahead and let's do some experimentation. Let me go ahead and grab this. Let me extrude it out. And now what I need to do is hold on, let me scale that down a little bit so that it doesn't quite intersect with the other part on the ear. Let me grab that edge. Pull it out. There we go. There. Now I need to connect this edge to this edge, and I need to get rid of these polygons in between. So let me start there by getting rid of those polygons. Selecting those, hitting delete. That creates that. Now all I have to do is just target weld them together. So, let me go to vertex. That's a good place to start. There it is, target weld. Okay, click and drag, and there we go. Good. Now, what I need to do is I need to shrink that down for one thing, and then I can push it inwards so that it recedes into the ear. Forward, push it in. Alright. I like that shape. I think that's actually working pretty well, all things considered. I do feel that like this is a bit odd. I think that I could probably use a little bit of extra geometry to shape that out, but for now I'm just going to keep pushing forward. I want to, see how much further I can get with the thing. Alright, the actual part of the ear that pushes in to the head, I actually need to create that hole. So, let me go ahead and grab this, and let me start with an inset, just to sort of define the area that will push into the hole. There we go, and I can actually push that down even closer to that area. Pull that out a little bit. Okay, and I can also push it in so that it starts to recede further. And then from there, oh, excuse me, grabbed the wrong one. Alright, and then from there I can do another extrude and push it way into the ear. Or into the head, excuse me. And I might even grow that and pull some of the surrounding area in as well, just to get it a little bit further. Okay, that feels, that vertex right there feels a little bit stressed. So I'm going to pull that area out a touch. Oop. Zoom is a little bit strong today. Alright, let's see what this is doing. Let's see how it's affecting our model as a whole. 4. Nope. Oh, it's all over the place. Alright. Not bad, but still not an ear. I think this area needs to get pushed further to the edge, and it also needs to recede properly into this area here. So we've got our work cut out for us, and I also need to try and focus on the thing that I'm looking at. Here, let me select that and hit Z. There we go. Now I should be able to rotate around it with relative ease. But the general shape is working. I think that's pretty clear. But this obviously needs to be tweaked and adjusted. I have some of the base geometry working in there, but this needs to be pushed deeper in, and this needs to be closer to the edge. So I still have plenty of stuff to work on. Let me go ahead and pause the video, and I'll continue in the next round.